A warm welcome to all my dear students. In our previous class under the chapter whole numbers, we have solved exercise 2.2. Under exercise 2.2, in our previous class we have solved 4th question. In today's class we shall see 5th question under exercise 2.2. So they have given one word problem which will solve that. A taxi driver filled his car petrol tank with 40 liters of petrol on Monday. The next day, he filled the tank with 15 liters of petrol. If the cost of petrol, is rupees 44 per liter, how much did he spend in all on petrol? So here they have given one word problem. We have to use the property which we have learned under this chapter. So till now we have learned closure property, commutative property, associative property, distributive property and also identity property. So here the word problem is given. So we have to use appropriate property in order to solve this question. First we shall see the question. The taxi driver filled his car petrol tank with 40 liters on Monday. So there is one taxi driver. He has refilled his car petrol tank on Monday with 40 liters. Next, on the next day, that is on Tuesday, he has filled his petrol tank with 50 liters of petrol. On Monday, he has refilled his petrol tank car petrol tank by 40 liters. On the next day, that is on Tuesday, he has again refilled his petrol tank by 50 liters. So if the cost of petrol is rupees 44 per liter. So they have given the cost of petrol per liter. So 1 liter of petrol costs 44 rupees. So they have given cost of petrol per liter. So it is 44 rupees. So how much did he spend in all on petrol? So we have to find out what is the amount spent by this taxi driver on petrol on this both days. So we have to calculate the total amount spent on both these days. So for that, first we have to write the given data. So first we will write the given data. So the amount of petrol filled on Monday is equal to 40 liters and the amount of petrol filled on next day, that is on Tuesday. On Tuesday is equal to, so they have given 50 liters, so 50 liters. And what else is given? Yes, the cost of petrol per liter is 44 rupees. The cost of petrol, the cost of petrol per liter is equal to, yes, it is given, that is rupees 44. Rupees 40. So we have to find out the total amount spent in oil, that is the total amount spent on petrol on both these days, that is on Monday and Tuesday. So what has to be done? Yes, we have to add the amount of petrol he has refilled on both the days, that is 40 plus 50. So we will add those things. Then what's next? Yes, we know the cost of petrol per liter, that is rupees 44. So what we can do? Yes, first we have to add the amount of petrol refilled on Monday, that is 40, plus the amount of petrol refilled on Tuesday, that is 50 liters. Then I can multiply with the amount per liter. So per liter the petrol is 44 rupees. So I will be adding 40 plus 50 into 44. So what I will do? First we will calculate the total amount of petrol refilled on both the days, that is on Monday it is 40, on Tuesday it is 50 liters. So what I will do? I will write 40 plus 50. Then, yes, we know the cost of petrol per liter, that is 44. So what I will do? I will multiply this by 44. So I will multiply this by 44. So if I consider this whole bracket as A and this 44 as B. So now we should consider the whole bracket as A and this 44 as B. While learning commutative property, you know that A into B is equals to B into A. If we change the order and multiply, the obtained product remains same. While learning commutative property, you have learned that A into B is equals to B into A. So I have changed the order. So we know that A into B is equals to B into A. So what I do? I just interchange the order. So first I write B. So I have considered 44 as B. So first I write 44. Then into I will write A. So that is A we have considered as whole bracket. That is 40 plus 50. Now what is the next step? Yes. Which property will be using here? Yes, we will be using distributive property because this is of the form A into B plus C. This is of the form A into, we have into sign, B plus C. So we will be using, yes, distributive property. That is A into B plus C. Now this is of the form A into B plus C, which means it is distributive property. It is of the form distributive property. So now we will apply distributive property. If I apply distributive property, first we will multiply this 44 into 40, then we will write plus, then again we will multiply this 44 by 50. So first 44 into 40 plus 44 into 50. So here we have used distributive property. So first 44 into, yes, 40, then plus again 44 into 50. So 44 into 50. Yes. So what is the next step? Yes, we have to solve the brackets. So I will solve here. So inside the bracket we are having 44 into 40. So first we have multiplication sign. So we have to multiply 44 into 40. So 0 4s are 0. 0 4s are is again 0. Then plus 4 4s are 16. So 6, 1 carry. Then again 4 4s are 16. 16 plus 1, 17. So 7, 1. So we got 1760. So first we have solved the first bracket. So we got, yes, 1760. Then in between we have a plus sign. So I will retain the plus sign as it is. Next in second bracket we are having 44 into 50. So next we are having 44 into 50. Again 0 4s are 0. 0 plus 5 fours are 20. So 0, 2 carry. Then again 5 fours are 20. 20 plus 2? Yes. 20. So 0, 0, 2. So we got 2200. When we multiply 44 into 50, we got, yes, 2002. So what is the next step? Yes, we have plus sign in between. So we have to add these two numbers. So we will be adding that. So that is 1760 plus 2200. So 0 plus 0, 0, 6 plus 0, 6. Then what is 7 plus 2? 9. Then 1 plus 2, 3. So we got, yes, 3960. So when we add 1760 plus 2200, we got, yes, 3960 as the answer. So what is this 3960? Yes, it is the cost of petrol spent on both these. So it is the total cost spent on petrol. So what is the total cost? Yes, 3960 is the total cost spent on petrol by this taxi driver. Therefore, total cost spent on petrol by whom? Yes, taxi driver. By taxi driver is, so this is in terms of rupees. So I write rupees. This is amount. So I am writing rupees 3960. So the total cost spent on petrol by taxi driver is rupees 3960. So first we have written the given data. Then we are going to find out the total cost spent by the taxi driver on petrol. So first what I did, I just added the amount of petrol refilled on Monday and refilled on Tuesday, that is 40 plus 50 into cost. We know the cost of petrol per liter. So per liter it is, yes, 44. So they have given per liter it is 44. So what I did, first I added the total amount of petrol refilled on the car on both the days, that is on Monday and Tuesday. So 40 plus 50 into per liter, we know that the cost of petrol is 44. So into 44. Now I have considered this whole bracket as A. So we have considered this 40 plus 50 as A. Then into, we have considered this 44 as B. Now by commutative property, you know that A into B is equals to B into A. So I have just interchanged the order. First I wrote 44, then I wrote the whole bracket. Now this is of the form A into B plus C. So this is of the form A into B plus C. So we have applied distributive property. So we have multiplied 44 into 40 plus 44 into 50. So 44 into 40 we got 1760 plus 44 into 50 we got 2200. So next step is to add these two. So we added those two. So we got 3960 as the final value. So the total cost spent on petrol by the taxi driver is rupees 3960. So here we have used commutative property as well as distributive property to find out the answer for this problem. Now we shall see next question. Now we shall see next question, that is question number 6. So there also we have to find out the value using different properties of whole numbers. So next Sixth question. A vendor supplies 32 liters 32 liters of milk 32 liters of milk to a hotel in the morning. And 68 liters of milk and 68 liters of milk in the evening. So 68 liters of milk in the evening. If the milk costs rupees 45 per liter, how much money is due to the vendor per day. So here is the question. So here also they have given a word problem. So here also we have to use some properties of whole number in order to find out the answer. So here the question is, a vendor supplies 32 liters of milk to a hotel. There is one milk vendor. He supplies 32 liters of milk. So he supplies 32 liters of milk to a hotel in the morning. So in the morning, this milk vendor supplies 32 liters of milk and 68 liters of milk in the evening. So he supplies 68 liters of milk to the same hotel in the evening. So if the milk costs rupees 45 liter, so per liter the cost of milk is rupees 45. So how much money is due to the vendor per day? So we have to find out how much money is due to the vendor. So how much money the hotel has to pay to this milk vendor, that we have to find out. So for that, first we have to write the given data. So first we know that the amount of milk supplied to the hotel in the morning, that is 32 liters. So the amount of milk supplied in the morning is equal to how many liters? Yes, 32 liters. 32 liters. Next, the amount of milk. We know the amount of milk supplied in the evening. Supplied in the evening is equal to how many liters is supplied in the evening? Yes, 68 liters. So 68 liters. And what else is given? Yes, we know the cost of milk per liter. The cost of milk per liter is equal to, yes, per liter it is rupees 45. So the cost of milk per liter is rupees 45. So here we have to find out how much money is due to the vendor per day. So what I should do? We have to find out the total amount which is due to this vendor. So we have to find out the total money which the hotel has to pay to this milk vendor. So how to find out the total amount? of milk per liter. So per liter it is 45. So here also it is 32 plus 68 into cost. Into cost is 45 rupees. So the amount due to the vendor per day is equal to, will be adding these two, that is 32 plus 68 into cost of milk per liter is 45. So it is into 45. So now here also I can consider this 32 plus 68 as A. I will be considering this 45 as B. So here also we are applying this commutative property, that is A into B is equals to B into A. By commutative property we know that A into B is equals to B into A. So I will just interchange the order. So I will be writing 45 into 32 plus 68. I have just interchanged the order. Instead of writing A into B, I have written B into A. I have considered this whole bracket as A, this 45 as B. So by commutative property, A into B is equals to B into A. So I have just changed the order and written. Next. Now this is of the form A into B plus C. A into B plus C means it is, yes, distributive property. So now here this is of the form A into B plus C. So here we are applying distributive property. If we apply distributive property, first we have to multiply 45 into 32, then plus we have to multiply 45 into 68. So 45 into 32, then plus 45 into 68. So 45 into 68. So what has to be done? Yes, first we have to solve the bracket, so that is 45 into 32. So 45 into 32. So 2 5s are 10, so 0, 1 carry. Then 2 4s are 8, 8 plus 1, 9, plus 3 5s are 15, so 5, again 1 carry. 3 4s are 12, 12 plus 1, 13. So what is 9 plus 5? 14. So 4, 1 carry. And 1 plus 3, 4. So we got 1440. So 1440. Next we have plus sign in between. Next we have to solve the second bracket, that is 45 into 68. So 45 into 68. So 8 5s are 40. So 0, 4 carry. Then 8 4s are, yes, 8 4s are is 24. So 24 plus, 8 4s is 32. 32 plus 4, yes, 36. Then 6 5s are 30. So 0, 3 carry. Then 6 4s are, yes, 6 4s are 24. So 24 plus 3. So 0. What is 6 plus 0? 6. What is 7 plus 3? 10. So 0, 1 carry. So 1 plus 2 is 3. So we got 3060. So this is 3060. What is the next step? Yes, we have plus sign in between, so we have to add these two. So that is 1440 plus 3060. So 0 plus 0, 0. What is 4 plus 6? 10. So 0, 1 carry. Then 1 plus 4, 5. Then 1 plus 3, 4. So that is 4500. So we got 4500. What is this 4500? Yes, the total amount which is due to this vendor, that is 4500 rupees. So therefore the total amount, the amount due to the vendor properties. So they have given few equations and they have given few properties. So you have to match those things. You just try this. We shall see this in next class. So enough for today. So we have learned few problems which are in exercise 2.1. So as you all know, you are having FA2 shortly. So I will be giving you the portions of FA2 for mathematics. So note it down, children. The portion for FA2. So portion for FA2. So you have to learn the exercise 1.3 under chapter 1, that is exercise 1.3. Next, under chapter 2 you have exercise 2.1 and exercise 2.2 from second chapter. So from the first chapter you are having exercise 1.3. So chapter 1 you are having exercise 1.3 and in chapter 2 you are having exercise 2.1 and 2.2 from chapter 2. So this is your portion for FA2. So you have to practice the problems which are given in notes as well as you have to practice worksheet problems also. So today I will be sending you the notes of exercise 2.2. So write the notes completely and write it neatly. So and also prepare for your FA2 children. Okay children. Thank you.